So what is going on, YouTube? Your boy Sam from Team Sam here, and today guys I'm coming at you with my updated CYBERSE deck profile for the post Powercode link structure deck. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more deck profiles like these whenever a new product is released or whatever new support comes out for a specific deck, make sure you guys go down there right now and smash that thumbs up button. That would be absolutely amazing. And guys, we recently just hit 150,000 subscribers. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Thank you guys so much for helping me reach this milestone. Let's hit our 200k next. You guys are super duper awesome, and you guys all know for each and every single 10,000 subscribers that I get, I always release a brand new playmat for the channel. So if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys get the brand new Chaos Max versus Red Eyes 150,000 subscribers special edition playmat. I do free shipping in Canada, USA, international shipping may cost extra, and this is what the playmat looks like. It's Chaos Max versus the Red Eyes Flare Link Monster, which is really awesome. And there's other mini Red Eyes as well on the mat. It's literally a Red Eyes gang versus Blue Eyes Chaos Max. So if you guys love Blue Eyes and you guys love Red Eyes, make sure you guys help support the channel by getting your 150,000 subscriber playmat today. I'll leave all the links and information in the description box below. And throughout the end of the video, guys, I'll be showcasing you guys some cool combos you guys can actually do with this deck. And remember, guys, CYBERSE is a very fun deck to play. I believe that this format is technically over. We're just waiting for the ban list to see on what the new season is going to be like for Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm just very tired of playing this format, so I've been, tweaking CYBERSE, and I'm just really glad that we get new CYBERSE support, right now. And within the future, guys, the Signet CYBERSE support is going to be absolutely insane. So I'll showcase you guys some fun combos that I actually discovered while play testing this deck. This deck is overall just a very fun casual deck you guys can actually play with your friends or on a local level and things like that. So without further ado, let's get started with the deck profile. Alright guys, start off with the monster. Gonna play, of course, Triple Lady Debug. This card is one of the best starter cards in the deck, and I'm just really glad that we get brand new straddles for CYBERSE. If you guys do not know what this card affects, hit effects reads that if this card is normal summon or special summon, you can add one level 3 or lower CYBERSE monster from your deck to your hand. So upon summon, this card enables you to search a CYBERSE monster directly from your deck to your hand, which is very, very amazing. So essentially, the straddles, it's a +1 in the deck, and it's just a really great starter card. And I'll show you guys some combos you guys can actually do with this card. But with the release of the brand new Signet CYBERSE monsters that will be coming out, there's a 2-card extra link with Lady Debug, which is absolutely insane. So I cannot wait till those new support comes out for CYBERSE. You're gonna play, of course, Triple Balance Alert. No need to explain this card. This card is absolutely amazing. You guys don't know what this card does. Essentially, it's a strat for night for CYBERSE. If you guys do not know its effect, you can pay 1,000 life points this turn. You get an additional normal summon of a CYBERSE monster, which is really good. And this card doesn't have to be on the field to resolve its effect. So if you normal summon this card, you pay 1,000. You link summon it away, and then you potentially search another CYBERSE monster directly from your deck to your hand. As long as you already activated the 1,000 life points as a paying cost, you can get an additional normal summon of a CYBERSE monster this turn, which is very, very good. And also has amazing secondary ability, calming out with cards like Degrade Buster. Whenever this card is banished, you get a special level 4 or lower monster from your hand, which is really great in CYBERSE, because CYBERSE is a deck that lets you spit out your hand as quickly as possible. So the more monsters that you're actually able to put out on the field, the more crazy boards that you guys can actually build. So next off, another great starter card that came out in Codebreaker is Triple Widget Kid. If you guys do not know what Widget Kid does, if this card is normal summon or special summon, you can special summon one CYBERSE monster from your hand in defense position. So essentially, it's the same thing as Balance Lord. The more monster you have on the board, the more easier you're actually able to combo off with this deck. So Triple Widget Kid, definitely a must-off in the deck. So Widget Kid, a really good starter card in the deck to actually help you bring out monsters from your hand to your side of the field. This card is Prompt Thorn. This card is absolutely broken. So coming off the Prompt Thorn, you guys all know what this card does. You contribute, a level 4 lower CYBERSE monsters, and then special summon any number of CYBERSE normal monsters from your deck and or graveyard whose total level is equal to the tribute monster's level, which is really amazing. So to accompany the Prompt Thorn, you're gonna play double Protron. Card is really great, and also double Bitron. You guys can also play Digitron if you guys would like, but I don't have Digitron, so it's very sad. So Digitron and also Bitron serve the same purpose. They're just level 2s in the deck, which can be easily brought out by tributing a level 4 CYBERSE monster directly from your side of the field to the graveyard to bring these bad boys out directly from the deck. So if you open up with an extender like Balance Lord with Prompt Thorn, you can easily combo off by just making a ton of link monsters within your first turn opening hand, which is really awesome. And I'll explain you guys a broken combo that I actually discovered with this deck throughout the combo portion of the video. But anyway, guys, these cards are very standard to play in the deck, and opening up this card with cards like 1-for-1, a Widget Kid, or cards like Bouncer Lord, this card is just absolutely insane. Next off, for your extenders, you're gonna play, of course, Double Backup Secretary. This card essentially is a free summon. If you guys don't know what this card does, is that if you control a CYBERSE monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. So it's a free summon, and your whole entire deck is CYBERSE monsters. So getting this card out on the field for free, definitely a must-off. And also Lady Debug can search this card directly from the deck to her hand, which is really good. The brand new CYBERSE Gadget. If you guys don't know what CYBERSE Gadget does, when this card is normal summon, you can target one level 2 or lower monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position, but its effect are negated. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you basically get a special summon a token for free, which is really awesome. So getting more tokens or more monsters on the board helps you make easier link plays, which is what you want to do with a CYBERSE deck. So CYBERSE Gadget, really great for that purpose. And another extender in the deck is going to play Dot Scapper. This card is really great. Comboing off with D-Grade Buster, you know, Dot Scapper is just really powerful in my personal opinion to actually help you combo off and just link climb. Next off, for your push cards, you want to play, of course, triple D-Grade Buster. This card is absolutely phenomenal. If you guys don't know what this card does, is that you can easily bring out this card from your hand by banishing 2 CYBERSE monsters in the graveyard. And a really good card that triggers off in the graveyard whenever they're banished are cards like Dot Scapper and also cards like Balancer Lord. So D-Grade Buster comboing off with these 2 cards in the graveyard is just absolutely amazing in my personal opinion. So D-Grade Buster is really good for that to trigger off these effects. And at the same time, it's a 2500 beater, which you can easily bring out for free by just, you know, at a cost of banishing 2 CYBERSE monsters from the graveyard. But the most important thing about, you know, D-Grade Buster is that it's a level 7 monster, which you can easily use cards like Silent Ritual to bring out your CYBERSE Magician. CYBERSE Magician is absolutely broken. I was actually waiting for cards like Lady Debug and also CYBERSE Gadget to come out in Powercode to actually make this deck profile. CYBERSE Magician is really broken. You can easily search this card directly from your deck to your hand. So D-Grade Buster level 7, so whenever you use Silent Ritual, you can just easily send D-Grade Buster from your hand or your side of the field to the graveyard to basically bring out, you know, CYBERSE Magician for free. Any damage you take is halved. Alright guys, so if you combo off with CYBERSE Magician with a Honeybot, you're pretty much in a great position, and I'll showcase you guys that combo throughout the end of the video. While you control a link monster, monster your opponent controls cannot target monster you control for attacks except for this one. Also, your opponent cannot target monster you control with card effects. So if you have this card, you know, and Honeybot, basically this card is indestructible, and the only card that your opponent can attack is CYBERSE Magician, which is really great. And it has an amazing ability is that if this card battles a link monster, it gains 1000 attack during that damage calculation only. So this card can actually beat over any link monsters with 3400 or less attack. If this card is your possession is destroyed by an opponent card effect, you can add 1 CYBERSE monster directly from your deck to your hand. So whenever this card dies, free searcher for CYBERSE monsters. The really good thing about this specific version that I actually built is that it doesn't rely on actually keeping this card on the board. If this card is on the board, it's pretty nice, but this deck can still play, you know, without this card. This card is just used as another beater and at the same time a protection card for the deck. So if you can actually bring out this card, you're pretty much in a great position to actually win the duel, especially comboing up with Honeybot. So I decided to actually spice up the deck a little bit by playing cards like CYBERSE Magician. At the same time, I just want to showcase you guys something different than before. Pretty much rounds out for the monsters. You guys can play hand traps if you guys would like. It's all up to personal preference on what you guys want to play in the deck, but I want to try to build this deck as budget as possible. The format is basically done, and I said to you guys before that I decided to build this deck for casual and also local play. This deck isn't really too competitive right now until we get the Signet supports, but anyways, deck is a very fun deck. If you guys want to take this deck on a competitive route, you guys can definitely throw in cards like Ash Blossom, Ghost Ogres, or any other hand traps that you guys want to incorporate into this deck. For this spell, guys, the best starter card in the deck is Triple Unexpected Die. If you're playing the CYBERSE Wizard in the deck, spell cards are really important in the deck because you need to manage spell cards to actually activate CYBERSE Wizard's effect to search, you know, your CYBERSE Magician and also your Silent Ritual. So Unexpected Die. Next off, you know, another really good starter card is cards like One Time Passcode. Very similar to Unexpected Die, it just gets you another monster on the board and at the same time gets you a spell card in the graveyard first. Next off, for your extenders, you're gonna play, of course, Double World Legacy Succession. Card's really great, and at the same time, if you're actually able to, you know, special summon a monster to a zone or link boss of point 2, especially, you know, CYBERSE Wizard, you can actually trigger off her effect to special summon a CYBERSE monster from your graveyard, which is really great. So next off, the bricks, we're gonna play, of course, Double Silent Ritual. You never want to see this card in your opening hand, obviously. You just want to search this card, and at the same time, it has an amazing ability. If you control no monsters, you banish this card from the graveyard, special summon 2 CYBERSE tokens. Next off, for your Broken 1-Ups, you want Upstart Goblin because it's a free spell card in the graveyard for Wizard. Reasoning, really free card. You know, there's so many levels in the deck. Essentially a free summon. They're never gonna call it right, man. Trust me. Soul Charge, Game Charge, really broken in CYBERSE, man. Open up Soul Charge, you win the duel. Monster Reborn, and another equivalent card to Soul Charge is a 1-for-1. Oh my god, this card is so good, guys. Commonly off this card by Lady Debug, insane, super insane. I'll showcase you guys, you know, a broken hand you guys can actually open up with this deck in a sec. But that's pretty much it for the spells. Let's go off to your extra deck. For the extra deck for your boss monsters, you know, Burrow Sword Dragon for OTKs, you know, Burrow Lord Dragon to actually help break boards. Topological Bomber Dragon to actually nuke the boards. Firewall Dragon. These cards are just really good boss monsters to play in the deck. I barely go into Firewall, to be honest. But anyways, Link Spider. Really good to trigger off your Wizard's effect. Nightmare Cerberus. I'll showcase you guys a combo with this card, but that's only Nightmare that I play in the deck. You know, Transcode Talker, double copies of him because this card is broken in a CYBERSE based deck. Double CYBERSE Witch. Card is really good as well. You can banish a spell card in your graveyard, add a Silent Ritual, and also your CYBERSE Magician directly from your deck to your hand. And if you activate this effect this turn, she essentially gets the monster reborn, a CYBERSE monster from the grave. Really broken, guys. Double Honeybot. because Honeybot actually helps protect your CYBERSE Magician, which you want to do in the deck. Last but not least, your Flame Administrator can actually help you beat over any problematic monster. Your Tri-Gate Wizard for your Tri-Gate board, and last but not least, your one Powercode Talker to round off your extra deck. And this is the brand new card. It's an effect dealer on legs, and at the same time can actually push for a significant amount of damage, which is really good. So that's pretty much it for the extra deck, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, guys, deck is always up to personal preference. You guys can play whatever the heck you guys want, but remember to always use my deck list as a guide to what you guys can play in your own deck. So that's pretty much it for this deck profile. Let's go off real quick. And by the way, guys, this is the playmat with the link zone. So if you guys are interested in getting a mat with link zone, please message me on my Facebook page. I'll leave all the details in the description box below. But anyways, guys, here we have it. This is like, you know, a basic hand you guys can actually open with this deck. If you open up, you know, with a Prompt Thorn, you're pretty much win the duel. It's important to actually get 2 monsters on the board, especially coming out with Prompt Thorn. So Prompt Thorn can get its full value by tributing off cards like Bounce Lord to bring out monsters directly from the deck. This hand, you know, this is a 3-card hand. You know, depending on the other 2 cards that have in your hand, you can basically bring out CYBERSE Magician, which is really awesome. So assuming that the other 2 cards are monsters, or if you open up a D-grade Buster, you can actually make a pretty decent board. But anyways, first what you want to do is you want to activate one-time passcode, you know, bring out a token, you know, right here. And by the way, guys, if you guys want to help with the channel, get your Team Samurai X1 token today. Everything is in the description box below. But anyway, guys, you have one-time passcode in the graveyard right here. And now what you want to do is you want to normal summon Bounce Lord, activate Bounce Lord's effect, which is really important. Now what you do is you're going to activate your Prompt Thorn's effect, tribute off your Bounce Lord to the graveyard. So right now this is your full board at the moment. So you have, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you bring out 2 1s and 1 2, you know, math. 1 + 1 + 2 = 4. So quick maths. Anyways, what you do is you use these 2, you know, a token or a Prompt Thorn, doesn't matter, and you make your sexy CYBERSE Witch. So you make your witch right here. Alright, guys, now what you want to do is you want to activate her ability to banish your one-time passcode. Okay, banish this card to basically search your Silent Ritual and also your CYBERSE Magician directly from your deck to your hand. What you can do is that you can send these 2 cards to the graveyard right here to basically special summon a Honeybot. Make sure you special summon Honeybot right here, guys. Very, very important. And now what you're going to do is that you're going to activate CYBERSE Witch effect. Now, since a monster special summon to a zone CYBERSE Witch points to, you're going to activate her effect to basically monster reborn back a monster from the graveyard. So your monster reborn back the Balancer Lord. What you can do is that you can actually send the Bitron to the grave to actually make a Link Spider. Now you can send these 2 to the graveyard to make a Transcode Talker. Now you want to activate Transcode Talker's special ability to basically special summon your CYBERSE Witch from the grave. And now let's say that you didn't have D-grade Buster in your hand, but you did have another monster, you know, a level 3 or level 4. You can activate, you know, CYBERSE. You can activate Silent Ritual, tribute off the Balancer Lord, and also the other monster in your hand, because you start out with a 3-card hand, assuming that the 4th and 5th card are monsters. You can special summon, you know, your CYBERSE Magician right here, which is really good. So you'll have this board right here where, you know, these 2 cards are, so these 2 cards cannot be destroyed by battle because Honeybot points to them, and at the same time your opponent cannot attack any other monsters other than CYBERSE Magician, which is really amazing. CYBERSE Magician cannot be destroyed by battle because of Honeybot, but you'll see in your entire flipping life, if you open up this hand in this deck, guys, especially a 1-for-1, you pretty much win the duel. This combo is just very situational, but I just want to showcase you guys on what you can do with a hand like this. All right, guys, what you want to do first is you want to activate 1-for-1, send Lady Debug to the grave, especially in the Prompt Thorn directly from the deck. All right, guys, especially in Prompt Thorn. Now what you're going to do is that you want to normal summon Bouncer Lord, activate Bouncer Lord's effect to pay 1,000 life points to grant you the additional normal summon this turn. Remember, guys, Bouncer Lord doesn't have to be on the field to resolve its effect. So as long as you pay the cost of 1,000, you get an additional normal summon as a CYBERSE monster this turn, which is very important to know. What you want to do is you want to activate Prompt Thorn's effect, tribute off Bouncer Lord to special summon the same thing, you know, your Bitron and your Protrons directly from the deck. Alright, now you do the exact same thing. You send these 2 to the graveyard, make a CYBERSE Witch. Alright, guys, activate CYBERSE Witch effect to banish the 1-for-1, which is a spell card from your graveyard, to basically add your Silent Ritual and also your CYBERSE Magician directly from your deck to your hand. So this is your hand right now, and that's your board. And now what you're going to do is that you're going to send Bitron to the graveyard to make a Link Spider. Cool. Once you bring a Link Spider, you can trigger off CYBERSE Witch effect to special summon a monster from the graveyard, since you already use the banishing to add Silent Ritual and also your Magician directly from your deck to your hand. So you want to activate CYBERSE Witch effect to special summon the Lady Debug. Alright, and now Lady Debug will trigger to basically search off your Widget Kid directly from your deck to your hand. So this is really good. That's why Lady Debug is just so good. You still get the additional normal summon, by the way, guys, which is pretty insane. Now what you want to do is you want to send these 2 cards to the graveyard right here. Send these 2 cards to the graveyard right here. Now first what you want to do is you want to link Spider and also your Prompt Thorn to the graveyard to basically make your Honeybot. All right, very important. So you make Honeybot right here, and now you send CYBERSE Witch and also Ladybug to the grave to make your sexy Transcode Talker. Cool. And now you can activate Transcode Talker's effect to basically special summon back your CYBERSE Witch. You get the additional normal summon using your Bounce Lord's effect to normal summon your Widget Kid. Activate Widget Kid's effect to basically special summon, of course, your your CYBERSE gadget directly from your hand, which is really good. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna send these cards to the graveyard, CYBERSE gadget and also CYBERSE Witch to the grave. Make your Tri-Gate Wizard. Now activate CYBERSE gadget's effect since it's left the field. Special summon a token. Link away the Widget Kid and the token to the graveyard. Make a Nightmare Cerberus, which is really good. And now you have this, Tri-Gate board with Nightmare Cerberus. And now you can activate Silent Ritual. Send the D-Grade Buster that you have in your hand to the grave. Basically make a CYBERSE Magician right here. So this is your board with a broken hand, guys. If you open a 1-for-1 and and extenders and things like that, you can potentially have a board like this, which is pretty crazy. So you have this entire board with the negate, and these 2 cards cannot be destroyed by battle. Your opponent is forced to only attack a CYBERSE Magician. Cold-like monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects. So cards like Dark Hole doesn't work against this at all. You can negate cards or Tri-Gate Wizard. They cannot attack. They cannot target anything other than CYBERSE Magician. And yeah, and this card can't be destroyed because of Honeybot. So this is like a semi-soft lock, kind of unbreakable board if you open up a 1-for-1. But anyways, that's just a very situational combo you guys can actually do with this deck. If you guys enjoy combo videos like these, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. That'll be absolutely amazing, guys. Remember, this deck is a very casual, fun-based deck. So if you guys definitely want to take this deck to local or play this deck casually, you guys can go ahead and do that. But anyway, guys, the format is basically done. I'm just waiting for the ban list to update you guys on the deck profiles, and I'm very excited to be doing new format deck profiles very, very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Sam from Team Stars. I'm signing out. All right, guys. Peace.
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game, I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game, I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it.